what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't tryna deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she tryna link up. So much we gotta sing.
It had been a long journey just to get to this point, and with every step, the stakes were raised. The press wanted to gauge our confidence level. As I stepped away from the mic, I knew the next time we stepped onto the field would determine whether we kept going or vanished forever.
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous run.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
At the 24-yard line.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Shifts past him at the 45. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. So, CD, the playoffs are here, all the excitement that goes along with the month of January. And for this offense, let's be frank, they really feel like they're the team to beat.
And they should feel that way. This team should be uber confident about their abilities to go on a big run here in the playoffs because, let's face it, this is one of the most talented teams in the league. They've assembled talent from the offseason, in the draft, during the season. They've brought in great parts to add to their team. Now it's time to see if they've grown together as a team, and are they more than just the sum of their parts? Are they finally a unit that can do some damage in the playoffs?
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since 2008, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round now, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
And the Falcon first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 64 yards. And the Falcons are an extra in the football game. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
He's brought down by Deion Jones.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. 7-7, our score after 1. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Smith catches left side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll be a gain of 16, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looking deep for Julio. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Ryan. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in a wild card win. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
Ryan's pass.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw again is Ryan. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Looking long for Thomas. He's got him in. Complete. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. As the 1st half is winding down, and the Saints add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Don't give them nothing. Don't give them nothing.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 3rd and short.
And 1 yard.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've come up. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
7.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Gurley.
Todd Gurley on the
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On first down, Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught at the 25. A big pickup of 38.
to Julio Jones.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, Ryan. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now on A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Sean Lattimore there defensively.
Ryan will throw again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
2nd and 3. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball. But they brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. He steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That's the end.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his 1st touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cop.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. That time a 9-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And they work this well up field across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. Now Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. He's got it at the 15. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 47 yards. You're at the point in the game right now. Where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So still 14 yards to go, second down. On the counter, Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Third and long, it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Rolling to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Buying time to his left. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Well, it's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Well, a big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And the Saints season will march on as we say thanks for watching, and so long.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go. I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yo, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up yet. The parts of my mind don't get much rest. In my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go when I'm alone? They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking it, still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn. I'm rising, blind yet I'm rising. I'm abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive a day before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the sea.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
This is Dev being you.
We were all nervous about the Super Bowl. Who wouldn't have been, right? But I looked at the players around me and remembered everything we'd done to make this a reality. And with that, we put our helmets on and headed for the tunnel.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 56. the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New Orleans Saints.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. First time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6". They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They shakes him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Yeah, given points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did. And, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching. But it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on him.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And right away, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's caught one-handed. Oh, my, pulled it in. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. All right, gearing up for another drive. Here, Austin Hooper. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on them. Guys, man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. How about this first one? And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Tack McKinley able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 17-yard line.
That's good.
So, CD, this offense, we talked about them all year long. So many dynamic players at the skill positions. A lot of folks thought that they were shoo-ins to make it to this Super Bowl. It proved to be a little bit more difficult than that. But bottom line, here they are with a chance to make history and win a Super Bowl title.
And don't you just love watching this happen? Don't you just love how we got to here? Because this group, known as the Show Goats, they have put on a show all year long. Remember that Goats is really for greatest of all time, and they're trying to back that up. People are going to remember this name. If this team finds a way to win this game, if they lose, they're going to make fun of it. But bottom line is, I love the fact that they put themselves on the line and let everyone know that they believe.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And it's 15-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminates in the Saints touchdown.
Ravens, nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin.
Jackson's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll drop this underneath for Jones, and he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
That's good.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, they're going to result.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Tucker with the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Saints take over 1st and 10.
comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and
They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. And his pass incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
second and 10.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try and run it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Third down here. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title. So the halftime show in the Super Bowl, abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first down, Jones. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 39 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they go on that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play.
First down and goal to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It took them an extra look, but they found out he didn't. They'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll turn to Kamara. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The give is to Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Jackson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They go play action now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
That's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Now he steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Being chased out left. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A nice gain of 21 yards. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. With his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
And a pause in the action because the booties, they see something that they want to take.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. And we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6-yard pickup.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
31-yard line.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pick. Pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 16-yard line.
Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll air it out deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Steps away to his left. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big chunk of real estate covered on the scramble, but it will be 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10.
Aaron Jones, the ball.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
9-yard line.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my...
And with that, the Dream Team stepped off the field and into football legend. What means more to your legacy?
It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be part of that group. I'm grateful we were able to cap it off with the Super Bowl title.
As players get into the later stages of their career, oftentimes it's an injury that leads to retirement.
After an injury like that, it takes some time to regain the comfort to sit in the pocket under pressure.
All right, fellas, listen up. We talked about this all week. Every team is going for the same thing, winning that Lombardi. And being perfect in practice is the first step. Hey man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine. Hey, you know what, men? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary? It gets me even more excited? We're only scratching the surface of our potential. This team has so much talent. So just keep pushing. Keep pushing. We're gonna get to that next level.
All right, you've got one shot left. We are going for gold.
Hey man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine.
This is your last opportunity. Let's go for gold.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You're taking the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. You're 1 step ahead, so you got to keep it up.
Put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at. Sometimes you need
not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that nigga shit, you gotta spin. And then, sometimes you need a fool.
This one is for gold.
Hey, you know what, men? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary? It gets me even more excited? We're only scratching the surface of our potential. This team has so much talent. So just... And we're gonna get to that next level.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
All right, this is for all the marbles. This is for gold.
All right, man, let's go. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Championship teams have one thing in common.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Name on my crowd, got 1,000 in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit.
With a playoff game in just a few days, everyone was waiting to find out if I'd be returning this week or if I'd hold off and hope for a win so I could possibly return in a later round. It was without a doubt one of the toughest decisions in my career. With a playoff game in just a few days, everyone was waiting to find out if I'd be returning this week or if I'd hold off and hope for a win so I could possibly return in a later round. It was without a doubt one of the toughest decisions in my career. I had no idea how the team will react on or off the field to my return. But deep down, I knew it was what I needed to do. Returning from an injury like this wasn't going to be easy. And in this situation, we needed to make the smartest possible decision so I could be effective all game long.
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the New Orleans Saints. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
The 15-yard line.
Looking long for Thomas. Oh, this one's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. The return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board.
Makes the score Packers 3, Saints nothing.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
3-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Dancing to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a Dolphins.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
Yeah, it winds up getting buried for the loss. Touchdown, New Orleans! Austin Hooper, 57 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that'll be complete to Dillon.
Rodgers pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also,
and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. 45 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Good job, good job.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Callaway, the return man. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, Charles, the big story today, obviously the courageous return of one of the league's best quarterbacks. When he was injured during an early season victory, the assumption was that he'd be out for the rest of the season. But we found out this week that this is not the case.
And you have to give him a lot of admiration and props for working his way back from what was thought to be a serious injury. And it's natural for him to want to be back out on the field. Remember, when he got hurt, this team was 4-0. I also think we have to question whether or not he should be out there, putting his body on the line. And from the franchise's perspective, they have to wonder whether it's worth having him out there if he's not 100%.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. That's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A nice pass there. And, Charles, how important do you think it is that the coaching staff helps him get in a good rhythm early on?
I think it's very important because not only has he been on a 3-month layoff, we still don't know how healthy he actually is and what his timing is going to be out on the field. So getting him comfortable, getting him success early, that's a big part of this game plan and a big part of what this coaching staff has to do.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10.
The pass.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. This pass caught at the 4. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it.
A.J. Dillon, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Packers.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Adams hauling it in for Rodgers. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Rodgers pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jay Sternberger there to make the grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. We'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Austin Hooper, as the 1st half is winding down, and the Saints move back within a couple of the lead.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the 1st half, but you got to think. Go for 2, tie it up, go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here
rather than
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the 2nd quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Green Bay offense ready to take over. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun. Rodgers. McKinnon here, it's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this 1st half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And this will be a Packers first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
First down, Packers.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Green Bay.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll find DeGuara complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
12. First down, Packers.
This is Dillon. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And 4.
On second down and 4. Rodgers. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Touchdown, Packers!
Rodgers pass.
Josiah DeGuara there to make the grab. And the Packers have moved out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Bullock good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
25-yard, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Austin Hooper saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Again, he'll drop the throw. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the fourth. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep it.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete to
Devontae Adams, 65 yards, and the Packers have retaken the lead.
Two-point conversion.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Callaway, the return man. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Taco Charlton. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. They'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when we talk about a 300.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback,
Taco Charlton, in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think.
He's got daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Conversion is no good.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just get the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Rodgers now on first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run now with Dillon. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The 8-yard line.
Now a run with Dillon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Green Bay.
Victory over the shirt now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.